Hello, today I'll be talking about Standable. This is a full body estimation app that also allows you to combine it with Vive Trackers. I will be going over half body, so no Vive Trackers, 3 Vive Trackers, and 6 Vive Trackers. I will be comparing to see how it does both with and without Standable. First of all, I would like to mention the few different common ways that people set up Vive Trackers or other full body alternatives. First up is with 3 Vive Trackers, also known as 6-point tracking. This is having one tracker on each foot along with one on your waist. The reason this is also called 6-point tracking is because your headset and your controllers. Using 3 Vive Trackers is the most standard way of using full body for social VR games. This is because games and titles are able to guess where the rest of your body is, which is called IK. Due to this, you really don't need any more trackers than 3 to get full body. The maximum amount of trackers in many games is currently 8, which results to 11-point tracking. For this, you have trackers on both of your feet, both of your knees, your waist, your chest, and both elbows. You are also able to do any combination between these two. For example, I use 9-point tracking. The current configuration I use is both feet, waist, chest, and elbows. I also am currently using the Vive 3.0 trackers. The main reason is because I already have base station, so it made the most sense in my use case. I used to also have slime trackers, but I've had a lot of issues with calibration with them personally. I also started out only with 3 Vive trackers and have since gotten 3 extra. I got this from a lot on eBay and was able to give some of the extra stuff like base stations to one of my friends. Here's the comparison for half body with and without Standable. Right, here's me putting my knees in front. Here's me kneeling on one knee. Same thing with swapping. Standing back up. Here is sitting. And here's laying. It's me looking left, right, up, down. Sitting back up. Here's a comparison between 3 Vive trackers along with 6 Vive trackers with Standable on and Standable off. The biggest difference I've noticed myself is when walking, my knees don't click into place when I'm standing fully straight. By this I mean when I'm standing upright fully, normally my knees lock into place in VR. With Standable on though, I do not notice this happening. I also would like to add a note that Standable has the option for basic smoothing, which will reduce jitter on your trackers. In this comparison, that is completely off. Alright, so my final thoughts on Standable is that it's a very useful app regardless of how many trackers you have, including none. I would definitely recommend it to anyone that's into VRChat or any other social VR games. As for how many trackers should you plan on getting in the future, it depends. The main question I would ask is, how do you use social VR? Is immersion an important detail even to the slightest factors? For example, such as how your elbows move? Are you also someone that likes to dance in VR? I think majority of people will be content with 3 Vive trackers, but I can see the benefits of getting more still. It is also very dependent on which avatar you have. For example, for me, the elbows don't like me on this, so because of that, having elbows makes a very big difference. However, on other models such as the Brex, I have no issues with the elbows. The reason I mentioned immersion being a big factor and being a decision is because for me it makes a decent difference, honestly. My movements are a lot closer to how they are in real life, which is nice. If you are someone that's into dancing, especially in VR, I would definitely recommend saving up for 11-point tracking. Please keep in mind this is also dependent on what style of dance you are performing. From videos I have seen, locking and popping tend to be the most impacted by getting 11-point tracking, but it still does apply to other types. Overall, from my experience, from how having 3 Vive Trackers is compared to 6, it's very close to the refresh rates on monitors above 240Hz. For example, the jump from 240Hz up to 360Hz, not many people can notice the difference of, but once you start using it, if you try to jump back, you will notice the difference a lot more clearly. However, that difference may vary person to person. For example, as I said, having elbows makes a big difference for me, but for other people with different avatars and different body types, it may be a very small difference. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any video suggestions too, relating to VR or tech at all, feel free to leave them in the comments. I also do have a few other video ideas I would like to start work on soon, so hopefully those will be out somewhat shortly. Alright, I'll see you next time.